Hello, morning all, and we are out with the Insta this morning on this. This is an MT-03, very low mileage bike. I think it's done around about 800 miles or so. So previous owner of this, older gentleman, past retirement age, and the bike just a little bit too heavy for him, so he brought it in, and he's obviously traded it in against one of our 125s from AJS. He traded it in on a Cadwell. But this little MT is absolutely beautiful. It is freezing cold this morning, and we're test riding this one for Ross so he can see the video. He's already seen the walk around and the ride videos of it, hence why he decided to buy the bike. Another RB approved bike. But this one's got the foam grips on the bar ends, which is great. So lovely soft bar ends, and we've got 822 miles on the clock. Beautiful bike all round, absolutely spotless condition, been very well looked after. He's never ridden it in wet weather, only ever took it out on dry days. And we've got the Insta running, so good morning Insta. So you get an all-round view of the bike and the road and see how it rides. Now the gearbox on is absolutely spot on, and it's so cold this morning, it really is cold. Thank God for some little foamy grips, just rather than holding a cold bar end. Go for a set of heated gloves, that's my next plan to buy. But the mirror placement on this, very good. Come on van, let's go. Mirror placement is very good. A great view of the road behind, and you can't go far wrong with the Yamaha MT series. So obviously this one is the baby of the bunch. Sounds very, very nice. The engine is lovely. Lovely and quiet for a 300. Handles perfectly. Can't fault it. It is absolutely beautiful. So you get a different view. I've got the Insta mounted on what's called a telesin clamp. So it clamps to anything that's got a bar on it. It will clamp to my screen on my GTR, if you've seen the GTR runs. But the audio on it's perfect. So if you are thinking of getting yourself a camera just for motovlogging or for just daytime use, because it captures a 360 degree view, get yourself an Insta. Avoid GoPro like the plague, absolutely useless. When I spent £600 on GoPro gear and forever dumping its audio files, the audio's rubbish, the video files don't save unless you've got a high SD card, so forget that idea. Great view of the clocks as well, so you can see your mileage, your gear indicator, your fuel, your revs. All the controls very easy to use. Indicators right at the bottom. Horn is off to the left hand bar to the right hand side. Above that, dip beam and low beam. And then you've got the headlamp flash, which is just to the rear of your left hand grip. Now obviously taking it easy this morning. The roads are very, very icy, but even with my summer gloves on, it's very easy to operate the controls on this. Braking on it, absolutely spot on. And you can't go far wrong. So, quick short test ride on this one. Now, obviously we've had it up to 65 mile an hour. No more. Staying within the legal limit. But for a 300cc it gets there very, very quick. It's very comfortable, upright seating position, knees tucked nicely. If you can look down you can see under the tank. We'll get a shot of that off the Insta. But it is a very comfortable bike to ride. So if you are thinking of something sort of A1, A2 licence, just to sort of step up from your 125, you're not going to go far wrong with an MT-03. And the sound off of that when you back off the throttle, it's got a nice little bit of engine brake in there just to keep you going. We are going to head back to the garage now for a cup of coffee. We are going to prep this up, do a quick bolt check, do a final round, walk around the bike, and obviously send that to the customer off the WhatsApp. But the sound of it when you're actually pulling away, and suspension on it, I'd say is around about mid, soft to mid. So you get a nice smooth ride, lots of padding in the seat, bounce around. So it really is a perfect ride. Can't fault the MT-03s. And then obviously the MT-07s and the MT-09s are gorgeous bikes. So that is another used bike going out from Eclipse. We're going to pull up on the yard and walk you around the bike off the Insta so you can see it. Lovely sound when you just back off that throttle. So, bring it in, and we are going to park up just off to the side. Drop it down into neutral. Pop off the bike, and we're going to put it up the hard standing up the top. So, great little bike to use, nice big fuel tank, plenty of seating and storage down here. A little bit of, plenty of seating down here. A little bit of room under the rear seat for stuff, but not a lot. But obviously, biker's backpack on one of these, but the fuel tank is massive. And down here, you've also got these bar end covers as well. So, just keeps a little bit of the chill off your hand. So, that's the MT-03, riding that one for Ross, and from RB, as always, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me.